What about the healing? Real talk. All right, so guys, the point of this channel is to talk about things that uncomfortable. Some things are uncomfortable. Some things it's not as uncomfortable, but just the stuff that people really don't talk about. Let's talk about those things that, a lot is not, a lot of YouTube videos on, and one of them I'm going to talk about today. But I just want to say my name is Trinity and welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you clicked on here. If you clicked on here, is for a reason. It's not by mere coincidence or chance. You're here for a reason. You was drawn to this video for a reason. So let's get into it. So the card is match. Okay, not in the upright, but the shadow aspect, right? Because we're talking about the shadow. We're talking about those things that people just don't want to talk about, or things that happens all the time, but people just don't talk about it. Now, this card is saying financial and personal loss in life, unpleasant temporary injury, warnings of enemy between friends. So what we're going to talk about is warnings, enemy between friends. I want to pose the question. I want to know, let's talk about, I want to know something. So I know God go do it, but it's like, what makes friendships, right? We talking about friendships. What makes a person fall out? What makes a friendship? Because at first, two people come together, whether it's female or males, they come together, they have something in common, they like each other, but then it is some type of division that happens a lot. And what I'm going to go into the scenario. This is the scenario that I'm getting off of this warnings, enemy between friends. What I'm getting is that two people met, they bonded, they were friends. Both people, had a lot in common with each other, really cared about each other in the beginning. They had each other's backs. They always was with each other. They spent a lot of time with each other. They talked on the phone. They, it was a lot. It was a solid, I'm talking about solid. Not those friendships that you just get with somebody and then they just throw. These, I'm talking about solid friendship. I'm talking about those friendships that's been friends for a while, right? But something happens. Something happens, and each and every time, the similarities is what happens is one individual between the two start to grow. One individual out the two starts to see things from a different perspective. In some type of way, it starts. It may be somebody could it's different. Somebody could change and say, you know, I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school. I want to finish my degree. I want to be the, and they do that. And when they finish that degree, it changes the dynamics of the relationship. This person doesn't change it, but this person starts to feel some type of way because this person now has a degree behind their name. This person is able to branch out and get better jobs. This person can change. This person, by them going to school and getting a degree, can change their life, which would make things different between them. They are thinking that it could change the dynamics, but it don't always have to be like that. When you love someone and you are someone's friend and you have a true, authentic love for that person and that friendship, you take them with you. You take them with you. You go, and it you know, this is a friendship that's like family. This is like a family thing. But any changes, it's a change, and it's a change. One individual out of this scenario have changed in some type of way. And when they change, this particular person gets in their feelings, and instead of them being open and honest and speaking about their feelings, they hide it as if they're happy for the individual, that they are rooting for them, and that they're ride and die, and they're pushing it up. They are their biggest cheerleader and wishing the best. But it doesn't go that way because they were not open. They didn't spill the beans. They didn't tell this person how they felt. And because they didn't tell this person how they felt, then that principality comes in. And now you have an open door. And every time you see this person and they going to school and they doing good grades and they on the honor society, everything that's going good concerning their schooling, and they get their degree, this particular person is seething. They throwing hate and shade in the background. They're sending the evil eye in the background, but to the person's face, I'm your biggest cheerleader. I'm your biggest fan. Go girl, go guy, go do this thing. But the relationship is already destroyed, but this person don't know it yet. They don't know it yet because they are blinded. Because they change, they think that this person is going to love them enough, and love them enough, be willing to change along with how things are changing, but willing to change and come along with this friendship. But this person is not willing to do that because they feel like, why should they change? Why should the friendship change based off just because you want to better yourself? We were fine where we were. We were fine at this point here. Why it took you the one went and wanted to go up here. I'm fine where I am. I'm fine being low vibrational. I'm fine not I'm fine with, talking and gossiping and running people down. That's what we used to do. Why are you trying to change? But this particular person, as this person went to school, they start tapping into positivity and spirituality, and they changed. But this person believed that this person loved them enough that they wanted to take them with them. They changed, so they want to take this person with them. But on the outside, this person was acting like they was willing to change and go along with it. But behind the scenes, they were sabotaging everything that this person was trying to do, because they grew resentment. Who are you to change me when we were both here? But that's what life is for. Life is not for us to stay the same. Life is for us to evolve. So this person evolved, not knowing that this person was resenting them. But then it comes out. Now, this right here, I'm talking to people who don't even know that this particular friend is resenting you. This particular friend is your enemy, not your friend. They have crossed the line on so many levels concerning you, and you have not picked it up. You have not seen the signs, but the signs is right there screaming at you, but you have not wanted to see them, because you still see this person as being loyal and a friend. You don't see this person for who they truly are. This person, you've changed, and this person has changed. Both of you've changed. But this person here is changed in the aspect to manifest sabotage in your life. Everything that you're trying to build, they are right there, close enough to try to build a block, a stumbling block, a roadblock, a challenge to stop whatever it is that you're working on, whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, because this person is now resentful and bitter because they feel like everything is fine. Everything was fine until you decided to change. You decided to change. Everything, it didn't need to be changed. It was fine the way it was. But no, it wasn't. It's the reason why that this person is in this energy is because they do not want to change. They do not want to grow. They do not want to do any work. They do not want to come out of. They are comfortable being low. They're comfortable with being stuck. They're comfortable. And then most of them, when they see you and you've changed and you're growing and you're transforming and things are working out for you, it grows resentment again because they feel like they can't. So what they want is to steal your energy, steal your shine, steal what you have, because they do not want to do the work. But they want to take from you because you have done the work. And the easy way to go is to steal it from somebody who already got it. Steal it from somebody that's already doing it. Steal it from somebody that has already made a breakthrough. And take it from them so I won't have to do it. So this is where they cross the line when it comes to spirit. And they are now no longer your friend. They are your foe. Because when you are trying to advance and you're trying to grow and you're trying to move and transform and you're trying to lock in and remember and step into your destiny, People think that that is you that's doing that, but no, it's not. It is God that's doing that in you. You're just being an open vessel. You're just being in agreement to what has already been signed upon, agreed upon. You're just going with the flow. And in that flow, you remembering who you are. In that flow, you're answering the call. In the flow, you are being initiated, and you're being appointed, and you're being anointed. And so you really are not doing it, right? You are walking in it. You are in an agreement. You're going through the process. And in that process, it's painful. In that process, you have to heal. In that process, you have to purge. In that process, you have to let go. In that process, you have to release. Because you have to be light. You can't take gossip and low vibration, and you can't take certain things with you where you going. Now, God's not asking you to be perfect, but God is asking you to be light. God still knows that you are human, and you're going to still have certain things that you've already released and let go, but because you're human, because life is life, and you have to go through this life, you find yourself in certain situations again, but at this point, you already know how to get out of it. It's nothing that's going to hold you back. It's nothing that's going to keep you stumbling over the same thing. Yeah, you may have to go through that again, but you know who you are. And that's a difference. In the past, you didn't know. But as you go through life, you answer the call, you start to know. And so, an enemy between friends, the cause, and it's because one individual decided to answer the call. And when one individual decides to answer the call, the other one has a choice. They believe that they got to be like this person. They believe that they, everything got to flow the way. No. It's all half truths. That is not the truth. Just because this person answered the call does not mean you got to answer the call right then and there. Just because this person is moving, yes, if you on two different levels, God is going to separate. But God is not a God that he's going to rush or put some type of limit or put something. No, this person definitely could be a role model. This person definitely can help you. But this person grows resentful and have bitterness, and sorry about that. I don't even know what I was saying, the point I was trying to make. But I know that a lot of the focal point of enemies among friends is change. One person is willing to change, and one person wants it to stay the same. And so in order to keep these friendships and keep these things on one accord, both parties have to understand that the person that's changing, that's making those spiritual changes, this person may not be willing to change with you. You have to be open. You have to be honest with each other. And then after, you have to have those discussions. You can't just change, and you can't just pretend You got to have those discussions, because the person that's spiritually changing and awakening and being anointed and appointed, and this person may not understand what that means for your friendship, and may grow intimidated, may grow inferior, because they just don't understand the spiritual stuff. They don't understand what you're talking about. They don't understand a lot of the language and lingo that you're sharing with them, because you changed, and so your speech changed, what you say changed, and this particular person just do not understand, but they do not want to tell you that. So both parties have a responsibility, because they have this friendship. Both parties need to discuss how they feel and be honest. Be honest. That's the root of these friendships. That's the root of it all, is to be honest. The one that's spiritual need to break it down, what that means, how they feel about how important they feel about their spirituality, who they are. They need to break it down. They know this person. They know this person, so they know how to speak to this individual in a way that they understand it. And this person needs to be honest and be truthful and tell this person how they feel. They feel inferior. They don't understand. What does this mean for our friendship? I love you. I don't want our friendship to suffer. I don't want anything to take our friendship away. I don't want anything to come between us. I feel threatened. They have to put their ego and pride aside and lay everything down and be open and honest and express that to this person here. Without the communication and without the openness and without the truth being revealed of feelings, the relationship, this friendship is not gonna work. It's gonna end it's gonna end badly, which most of them do. So I'm speaking to those of you who have friendships. You've changed in some type of way. You've changed spiritually. You've changed. Whoever it is that you're friends with, this person is like family to you, and it's going to hurt. This person is going to hurt you in the long run if you don't have these open and honest communications about how you truly feel about the change and the dynamic of the friendship, by you embracing your spirituality. So then those of you that have had relationships that this have suffered, you need to understand why. The reason why is because your friend did not understand your spirituality. They didn't understand you. After you embraced it, they didn't understand the lingo. They didn't understand what a lot of stuff you was talking about. A lot of stuff you was saying, they didn't understand it. They pretended like they understood, but they didn't. And because they did not understand, they started to resent you. They started to resent the spirituality. They started to resent the new you, because they didn't understand also how important this move meant. What did it mean for you? How important, how valuable it was to you. They didn't understand it because they felt like nothing needed to change. Everything was good the way it was. But they didn't understand that the spiritual move that you made was your destiny and your purpose. It was something that you had to do, something you agreed upon way back when as a soul. And you are just answering the call. This is your responsibility to answer the call. But by the time this was articulated to this person, how you felt and what was going on, this person had grown, that the heart is already hardened. Their heart is hardened. So anything that you're saying to them now at this point, they don't want to hear it. They've already made up their mind. This destroyed our relationship, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be a part of it. And behind the scenes, I'm going to destroy it. And so then it's a battle. Now you got God in it. Good and evil. Evil lie. You got all these dynamics, dark arts, all these things get involved. Because as you make a decision, this person makes a decision. They go against the light because that's the way you went. So if I'm not going to go light, I'm going to go dark. I'm a sabotage. I'm going to ruin. I'm a destroy. I'm a destruct. But at the end of the day, you're not destructing me. You're not doing what you think that you're doing. It's because you don't understand the process. You don't understand what's actually going on here. This is a call. This is a destiny. This is a purpose. It's not just spirituality. This is what I'm destined to do. This is who I am as a spiritual being. This is who I am. I'm answering a call. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So when it goes to be that way, this person goes dark. You go light. This person prefers to go dark because they want to go against you. They want to be different from you. And they're comfortable in justifying. They're justifying their actions by going dark. And so then if it damages the relationship. And then God has to get involved. The ancestors get involved. Everybody get involved. And now it's a battle. It's a spiritual battle. All because at the beginning, we had pride and ego on this side. And this person, you just thought that everything was going to be everything. Once you changed and you answered a call, that changed everything. When you answer the call, you have to understand your life as you see it can take many different manifestations. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose different things. You have to be able to see clearly and be ready to release whatever you need to release so you can be about your Father's business. Be about God's business. Be about whatever it is that you came down here to do. You let no person, place, or thing stop you, block you, or try to place guilt or anything upon you. Because this is higher than that. But a lot of this could have been alleviated. You know, God said no. God has said no. Because it would just be a matter of time. If this person doesn't choose the light, it would just be a matter of time. Because at this particular time, when you answer the call, this person is not. When you answer the call, they're not ready. They're not ready. Because if they were ready, then it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a struggle. It wouldn't be all of that. If they are ready, you guys would just branch out. But these people are not ready. And they're not ready to let you go. And they're not ready to release you from the friendship. They're not ready to see you soar. They're not ready to see you grow. They're not ready to see you expand and stand in your power. Because what that means to them is that you're better. And that is not the case. You're not better. You're answering a call. That's different. So for those of you that experience this, you need to understand. Let go of that guilt. Let go of all of that. You answered the call. You did what you were supposed to do. You have to, when you answer the call and you say, yes, this is what I'm going to do, then everything changes. Everything changes. And everything happens for a reason, for you, to you, and through you. Because of that call. So release that guilt, release that pain, release that you did nothing wrong. But just answer the call. And the other individual, you need to understand that this person is not your enemy. You made a choice and a decision when they answered the call that you were not going to support them. So because you made the decision that you were not going to support them, you were not going to go along with them, you were not going to change, you were not going to do your work, you were not going to work on your healing, you were not going to look at things from a positive perspective and see things from a different perspective. You made your choice and God did the rest. It is not this person's fault. They answered the call. And that's all. Once they answered the call, God does the rest. God's cut off. God restores, renews. God, your life is just not the same. And a lot of times, this person has nothing to do with it. They're hurting just like you are. They miss you just like you miss them. But God said no. God said no. God cut it off. God said, I need you to look this way. I need you to focus over here. I need you to do this. I'm cutting this off. I'm releasing you from this. You need to let this go. And when God tells you to let it go, you need to let it go. Because God can see all and know all more than you do. And you have to honor that. Because God has you on a road. Have you on a journey. And you can't take everybody with you. It's just that simple. So, those of you that's guilty, let it go. Those of you that's still hurting over a friendship that had that ended, understand and get it through your head that it was not this person. God did it. That is why till this day you can't dial a telephone number, you can't get in touch with them, you can't see them, you can't get to this person. You can't get to them because God has set that boundary and said, no, it's not this person. It's not this person. It is God's doing. And he said, no. Get that through your head and put things in the proper perspective and move on with your life. God has other friendships. God has other things that's in store for you if you go ahead and start your process and start your journey. Everybody has a responsibility. You can't keep blaming everybody for everything. You got to look at things honestly, be honest with yourself, be truthful with yourself, and move on. And I'm going to leave it right there. Hit those comments. Let me know. Am I hitting it? If I'm not hitting it, that's okay. Send me an emoji. Let a sister know you're still working with me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just thumbs the channel. It helps a sister out. Share these videos, guys. People really need these videos, okay? A lot of people are stuck, are hurting, are still hurting over years and years and years ago over friendships, relationships that has ended. But they ended for a reason. They were supposed to be in. They were supposed to end. That person was in your life for a season. For a season and a season only. No, not a minute, not an hour, not a day longer. It was already established at this point that this would end. Be grateful that that person was able to come into your life at all. Find a reason to turn this energy around and be positive. Same thing with relationships. Find a reason. Find a reason to be grateful and turn that energy around and move on with your life. I have not put the description box up yet. I will when the time is right. But for right now, if you want to hear more, you want to know anything more about me, go check me out on All Bout the Healing, ALLBOUTTHA Healing without the G. Go check me out. All of my information is there. Social media is there as well. Go check it out. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. Mwah.